Good morning, my dear children. Warm welcome to the class. Okay, then today we are going to do grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. Here today, based on this chapter, we have to do abstract nouns. What do you mean by abstract nouns? The nouns that has no shape at all. We cannot see it. We can only feel it. That is abstract noun. There are in the category of noun, we can categorize these nouns as abstract noun. And before that, I want to ask, what do you mean by noun? Yes, naming words are called as noun. Name of a thing, person, place, animals are called as animals or thing are called as noun. Okay, then we can categorize these nouns as abstract noun and concrete noun. What do you mean by abstract noun? Abstract noun means that we cannot see or touch. We cannot see or touch. We can only feel it. Then before that I am saying about something about concrete noun. Then only you can understand about this abstract noun only. Okay, then concrete noun means the things that we can see or touch, the things or person, place that the things that we can see or touch are called as concrete nouns. It has a shape. Okay, then we can see it and we can touch it. They are called as concrete nouns. Then abstract nouns, that means that's our feelings, happiness, joy, jealousy, air. We can only feel it. We cannot see or touch it. That means they are abstract noun. Okay, is it clear to you? Abstract noun, they are noun that we cannot see or touch. We can only feel it. We can only feel it. We cannot see, hear, smell, taste or touch. We cannot see, hear, the things that we cannot hear, or we cannot smell it, then we cannot taste it, or we cannot touch it, are called as abstract noun. It has no shape at all. It has no shape at all, only feel it. Then beauty. Beauty, we can only feel it, beauty. Then youth, that also we cannot feel it. It has not any shape. It has only we can only feel it. Joy, that also we cannot see or touch. We can only feel. Happiness, sad, jealousy, like angry, like that. All these things are abstract nouns. Okay, then we can go to the activity. Read these sentences, underline the abstract nouns and circle the adjectives, verbs and common nouns from which they are made. Okay, then what we have to do? Here, 4 sentences are here. You have to underline the abstract nouns in this. Underline the abstract nouns. Underline the abstract nouns and circle the adjectives. Some words are adjectives, some words may be verbs, some words may be common nouns. And then these adjectives, verbs and common nouns are made from these abstract nouns. These adjectives, verbs and common nouns that mentioned in these lines are made from these abstract nouns. So, you can go to the activity. Okay. The teacher is known for her kindness. The teacher is known for her kindness. Here, what is the abstract form? Noun. She is a kind woman. The teacher is a subject here. Teacher is known for her kindness. What is the abstract noun here? Yeah, this kindness is the abstract noun. Then what is the another word that is coming from kind is coming from the kindness is coming from the word kind. Okay. Then kind, in which category we can include this kind? Kind woman. What kind of woman? Kind woman. That shows her quality. Woman's quality. This woman's quality is showing with the by using the word kind. Kind woman. What type of woman it is? Kind woman. That means this adjective. Adjective means describing word or describe the quality of someone. We describe the quality of a noun is describing the quality of a noun is adjective. Okay. Then here this noun woman is a noun. This woman's quality, what kind of quality she has? She is very kind. She is very kind. So we can use it. We can circle it, because in the question we can see we should circle the adjectives, verbs and common nouns from which they are made. Okay. So this kindness is coming from the word kind adjective. So kind woman. Okay. Next one is money is very honest. Money is very honest. Money is very honest. Then second sentence, money is very honest. Money is very honest. Money is very honest. He is known for his honesty. He is known for his honesty. Okay. Here the word honest is noun. So we should underline that honest, abstract noun, and honesty is adjective. Honesty is adjective. So we should circle it. Okay. We should circle it. Then third sentence. Third sentence is Vidya looked at her mother with great admiration. Vidya looked at her mother with great admiration. Admiration. Then connective sentence is she admired her mother. She admired her mother. Which are the two words? Same words here. Vidya looked at her mother with great admiration. Admiration. Admiration is noun. So we should underline that. And the admired is action word or verb. So we should circle it. Okay. We should circle it. Then we can go to the fourth sentence. What's the fourth sentence? Childhood is the best time of your life. Childhood is the best time of your life. Your life. Then a child does not have any worries. Here we can say childhood is abstract noun. A childhood is abstract noun and a child is a common noun. Okay. Is it clear? Childhood, then we can circle it. Childhood, then we have to underline, and child is a common noun, then we have to circle it. Okay. Is it clear for you? Then all of you write like this in your textbook and in your notebook. Okay. Next we can go to the grammar session in page number 45. Page number 45. Take page number 45. Yes, page number 45. Here we can see some abstract nouns from these. Make abstract nouns from these words. Make sentence with them. Okay. Which are the abstract nouns? The proud. What is the abstract form of proud? Pride. Pride is the abstract form of proud. Pride is the abstract form of pride. Then what you have to do? Make sentences by using this abstract noun. Make sentences by using this abstract noun. Pride goes before a fall. Pride goes before a fall. We can make a sentence like that. Like that, you can make your own sentence. Okay. What is the abstract form of proud? Pride. Then make a sentence by using this abstract form of proud, that is pride. Then make a sentence. Okay. Pride goes before a fall. Then another one. Next one is happy. Happy. What is the abstract form of happy? Happiness. Happiness is the abstract noun of happy. Happiness on his face shows that he is very successful. That is a sentence made by me. You can make another sentence. Okay. Happiness on his face shows that he is very successful. Next one is selfish. What is the abstract noun of selfish? Selfishness. Selfishness. Selfishness put her in many trouble. His selfishness put him in many troubles. That is a sentence made by me. Kind. What is the abstract form of noun of kind? What is the abstract noun form of kind? Kindness. Kindness is the abstract noun of kind. Feeling kindness towards others is a good quality. Feeling kindness towards others is a good quality. Okay. Next one. Honest. What is the abstract noun of honest? Honesty. Honesty. Honesty is the abstract noun of that made from honest. Abstract noun made from honest is honesty. Honesty is the abstract noun. Yes. Then which sentence we can make? Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy in Gandhiji's life. Okay. Next one. Child. What is the abstract noun of child? Childhood. Childhood is the abstract noun that we can form from child. Childhood is the abstract noun that we can form from the word child. Okay. Childhood is the best period in one's life. Childhood is the best period in one's life. That is the sentence that we can make. These are the abstract noun that we can make from these words: proud, happy, selfish, kind, honest and child. All of you should write it in your textbook. Okay. Then we can go to the first session, the continuation of this grammar and vocabulary. Okay. Next page number 16. Here we can see make abstract nouns from these words. There are some words. What you have to do? You can make abstract nouns from these words. First one is wise. Form of wise. Wisdom. What is the abstract form of wise? First one is wise. What is the abstract form? Wisdom. Wisdom. Next one. Know. What is the abstract form of know? Knowledge. Know. Knowledge. 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 True. Truth. 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 Okay. Next one. brave, brave, bravery, brave, bravery, happy, happiness, 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 free, freedom, free, freedom. Okay, all of you should write it in your textbook and notebook. This one, wise, wisdom, know, knowledge, true, truth, brave, bravery, happy, happiness. Okay, free, freedom. Okay, these are the abstract nouns that we can form from these words. Okay. Next, E. Match these words with their meanings. Can you match these words from with their meanings? Wondered. What is the meaning of wondered? Yes, say. Wondered means, what do you mean by wondered? Thought. Yes. Purify. To clean, to remove impurities. Polluted, made something dirty, unclean and unfit for use. Spoil, make something bad. So you should match it with the correct answer. Okay. Then we can go to the next activity, worksheet 3. Deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? Deforestation and afforestation. Have you heard it? Yes. Cutting plants, cutting more and more plants is known as deforestation. Planting plants are known as afforestation. Okay. Deforestation is the act of cutting down all the trees in a place. Write a paragraph. What you have to do? Write a paragraph about why deforestation is very harmful and why we should stop deforestation. That's what you have to do. You should write a paragraph about why deforestation, cutting down these trees, deforestation means cutting down these trees is very harmful and why we should stop deforestation. This cutting down of trees is very harmful to us, not only to us, to all the world or to all the earth. It is very harmful. All of you know that. So why we should stop deforestation? What are the methods? Why we should stop it? We should stop it. We should stop this deforestation. Why? That is the question. So you should write a paragraph by pointing out these things. Okay. You may use these points like this. What is deforestation? What do you mean by deforestation? Can you say what is deforestation? Yeah, very good. Deforestation is the cutting down of more and more trees from a large area. Then deforestation is cutting down more and more trees. Cutting down more and more trees, more and more trees from a large area is known as deforestation. What are the effects of deforestation? How does deforestation affect us? How does deforestation affect us? How can it badly affect the whole world? Not all human beings, all the earth is being affected by this deforestation. Okay, how does the deforestation affect us? Deforestation, by cutting down more and more trees, we do not get any rain. Okay, we have to suffer a lot. The scarcity of rain. We lack rain. And then soil erosion, like these things, we have to face these types of threats in our life. Okay, so we should stop this deforestation. Okay, deforestation leads to soil erosion and reduce the amount of rainfall. That also reduce the amount of rainfall and receive the area, the rainfall we receive in an area, that should be reduced by this deforestation. So deforestation badly affects us. It causes to the reduction of this rainfall and it also causes to soil erosion. Okay, and what we should do. And the second question is what we should do to stop it. what we should do? If you cut a tree, we should plant 10 trees. In the place of one tree, you should plant 10 trees, more than 10 trees. So we should plant more and more trees. Then only we can stop this deforestation. Okay. Why should we plant more trees? Why should we plant more trees? If we plant more and more trees only, we can keep the balance of this earth. Okay, then we can get the rainfall, we can stop the soil erosion, like that. So we should plant more and more trees and prevent this deforestation. Okay. Then another another paragraph also you have to write. Making waste items using usable again is called recycling. What are the items that we use every day that can be recycled? Write a few sentences. Then you know, in our life some waste materials, we can recycle some waste materials and can make another very useful things. Then first example is here. Nita made a planter from a plastic bottle. We can make plants. We can plant more plant. We can plant plants in plastic bottles. So Nita made this waste plastic bottle for making plants, for planting plants. Ashok used ice cream sticks to make a pen stand. Ashok used this useless ice cream sticks to make a pen stand. Like that, you can make these waste materials for useful things. If you can make use of this waste materials. You can write what you are doing with this waste materials. How can you make use of this waste materials and write it. Now we have completed this chapter and I am winding up the lesson for this day. Okay, thank you.